Hello and welcome back to another episode of The Mission. Today, this episode, I'm actually going to put dirt underneath my house. And the way I do that is by going underground and stealing lots of dirt, because that's the best place. Right, at this point, I'm just, enchanting lots of shovels with like the lowest enchantment rate there is level 1, just to get efficiency, so that when I'm going through this is a lot more fast than it should be. So at this moment, I'm like, where should I go? Go down to the old place and see that a zombie is dying in there. Which, no, at this speed that I've sped Minecraft up to, it sounded like a baby zombie. But it's not. It was just a normal zombie just dying in flames and lava and whatnot. So you can see me here just traveling through like the dungeon and all that shit trying to find dirt because dirt's easier and accessible underground. Right. If I ever go like quiet in this episode, it's probably because I have not much to say and everything on screen is very, very self-explanatory. Considering that if I just keep yabbering on about stuff, it's going to be quite boring. And I don't think anyone wants to listen to someone who's been there and done that already before in a game of Minecraft. If you haven't seen this tunnel before in any of my episodes, it's because all of this tunnel was done off screen. As in me and Jason, Nosbro, who usually plays with me when I'm at home, because right now I'm at Lifeway. Anyway, me and him usually just do crap and do stuff quite a lot off screen, considering most of it's not actually very entertaining. It's quite mute and quite boring. It's not boring for us because we're playing the game, but for you, for me to record it and then chuck it on YouTube and to watch it over again, it's alright, but it's not something I would like want to put on YouTube. It's quite boring at times. So, you know. So here you go. I found another rich vein of dirt, and I've gone through like 2 or 1 shovel already, which is quite annoying considering that I wish I'd made 5. I could easily go back and make 5 in the video. Well, when I played this, but I can't because it's too late now. I've made the video, and I'm just putting my voice over top of what I've already made. Eating some delicious carrots and switching to a sword and swiping at the ground for no apparent reason. Right. Ooh, 2 pieces of iron, very useful. Only useful for making like shears. Not actually too bad if you're using a mod where you require shears to get leaves to change into dirt. If you don't know what I mean, I'm talking about Agrarian Skies and various other mods that use that feature, like barrels. Things like EX Nilo that uses barrels, and you can put like saplings and food and stuff into it. They're all at different ratios. I mean, like you put like 20 carrots or something like that to make 1 dirt block, whereas you can use 9 saplings or 9 leaves of any choice to make dirt. It's quite useful. Why am I even talking about like Agrarian Skies? This is Minecraft, default Minecraft, in survival mode, making dirt and making dirt. No, get it right. You're terrible, Jeremiah. What do you think you're doing? No, I'm not terrible. I'm a fantastic man. There I go again, almost going straight down the same path as I've done previously before and missing the exit. I'm actually coming out like where the garden is right now, if you don't know. It's actually quite useful in going upstairs. Man, this house looks nice from the outside. From the outside, because in the inside it's a horrible mess. Look at everything, it's not even organised. Wow, that sped up version of a lamb or sheep. What did I say lamb for? If you're wondering what I'm actually doing with this glowstone, I was actually going to be using it for the wall. So the stuff that I usually do in my episodes like this, it's usually lots of like prep work before. And for some reason this glitched out. My armor stand disappeared and I was like, wasn't a creeper explosion in here? But the wood was still there, so I just reloaded the wood and voila. Because assuming that they're just entities and I don't know how it works in game, so... But I am still using like 1.8, so you know. Give me the benefit of the doubt. I haven't used. I'm not up to like 1.83 because I don't have internet, which sucks. so much. I can't play with friends, I can't do anything, I can only play single player offline, which is sometimes very boring. Getting lots and lots of vegetables, lots of wheat, seeds, wheat. Planting said wheat. That on earth. Whatever that was, is like that sheep back there. Here I am just getting those cows and, making love. So the cows make love and everything, so that's one good thing. Quite calming and relaxing, this music that I've chosen. I mean, I am ripping off like from free royalty music, but it's free, so no harm in that. Hey, I got a lot of dirt, which is quite useful. At one point, I'm like, this would be so much easier in creative mode, but no. I chose not to do it in creative mode. I chose to do everything in survival mode. May have been times where I've jumped into creative mode, but that's only been to like show off what I've already made. As in, later on in this video, I'll show you what I mean. I go into creative mode just so I can fly around the actual place, and then go, oh yeah, here it is in all of its glory. Very beautiful glory, if I don't say so myself. So yeah, that's the only time I go into creative mode, is just to fly around and go, here you go. This is what it looks like from afar. Because you can't just... I don't want like nerd pole out into the infinity of nowhere just trying to show you something when I can just go into creative mode. Much easier. If I haven't said this once, I've probably said it 100 times already, hypothetically speaking. Whenever I make something in Minecraft, I make it so that it looks reinforced. Even if I do leave like holes and like gaps in certain areas, it's because I know that I'm not going to actually be there in later videos. I'm most likely not going to be underneath the house. Because all it is just so that it makes it look nice. Although this area onto the side, would be my left, from this point of perspective in Minecraft, I may end up using that for something else. So I decided to actually fill most of it up with dirt. Just, save a bit of time. But the only thing is, it didn't save time, considering that at one point I ran out of dirt, had to dig out an entire island just so I could actually get that dirt, and then take my sweet ass time in building this. It was time well spent. I do not regret any time of it. Nor do I regret any of the videos that I make, considering that I just put them out there out of habit and hobby. Not really habit, I should say hobby more often, because I enjoy playing games, I enjoy recording these videos, and I enjoy like just talking over them like I am right now. Totally meta, considering that's the actual name I've got for my character. His name's Meta N64 Hard. You probably didn't know that from like very often, considering that I don't have none of my other friends actually have recording software on the computer, and they don't have computers that are actually, well, they do have computers just as bad as mine. I didn't say it's a bad thing, but they're quite slow, so most of the time they don't have the hard drive space or the time, or they don't know what they're doing because they haven't gone to the whole like video editing and stuff. So already you can actually see that this looks a truck ton better. I was gonna say heaps or lots, but I'm not like Australian or UK. I'm part Māori, I'm New Zealander. People say, hey bro, that looks mean. Oh, that looks so cool. But I don't know, for some reason I'm more toned to talking on my English side, more illiterate. Not saying that Māoris aren't illiterate, considering that, majority of the time I can understand what they're saying instead of actually understanding what I've actually said in a video. Because there's like some things that Māoris and like New Zealanders will just clearly understand. And the reason why we don't like Australians so much. One, because we're extreme rivals at sports, aka cricket and rugby. Mainly rugby, considering that's the major sport for both of our countries. Not that cricket is a bad sport, I'm just saying that people are more attuned to rugby, considering that we won the World Cup in 2011. I'm not bragging or anything, it's just fact. It's totally true. We won all fair and square. It was a close game between the French the last time we did this. But anyway, the reason why we don't like Australians is because there are times where they just show the saddest amount of sportsmanship there is. I mean, the last time New Zealand and Australia were both at the Cricket World Cup was like 19 something. I honestly don't know. And we had the opportunity to win. I say that because if we had like a six or we had like a certain amount of runs, we would have won the World Cup in the 19 whatever. But unfortunately, the way Australia won that is they did a no ball, which put it into, oh, the Australians have now, I don't know, done a no ball and switched teams or whatever. And at that point, they underarmed it, rolled it, and then they won. Frankly, New Zealand was annoyed. And so was Australian people at that time, in the 19, wherever it happened. Go look it up, don't. I think it was like 1989. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, they just show a small lack of like sportsmanship here and there. At times. I say at times because there are times when, yep, they beat us fair and square. But at least they don't go, well, at least us here in New Zealand don't go around, oh, we won, yes, and, shove it in your face. We're like, oh, yeah, we lost. We admit that you were the better team. We wish that we had won, even though we're holding back all our anger on the inside. But hey, we have to face reality, pick ourselves off the ground, dust ourselves off and then that's it. Wait for another 4 years. And another 4 years after that if we don't win the next World Cup. And that's what we've been doing for the past, like, I don't know, 20 years or so. Something like that. It's been like 20 years since like the last time we versus Australia. That's like 1995. I was like, I wasn't even born yet. I don't even know when it did happen. So, hey. Why am I even talking about sports? I'm talking about New Zealand and why New Zealanders hate Australians in certain areas. I say certain areas because there are other areas where like, yo, all good, hook us up, gee, it's all great, bro, hook us up. You got our comedies and economy. You got stuff that we want. You've got stuff we want. Let's trade. Like in New Zealand, you can have like your New Zealand license, and you can go over to Australia and you can actually drive if you want to. Perfectly legal, as long as it's full and you've had it for a certain amount of years, and you can show evidence that you haven't, done any crimes in New Zealand or what for speeding and stuff. Correction, just get correction on that because I'm not entirely sure. But I do know you can go over to Australia and you can drive on your own with a New Zealand license. And the same goes for Australia. If you have a full Australian license, you can come over here in New Zealand and use that license. Very useful, very easy. Look at me. I'm like not even talking about Minecraft. I'm just talking about other shit. I shouldn't say other shit considering that's reality. I'm just talking about shit that probably people don't want to listen to. Wow. So just to see, like, I don't know, 30 seconds ago, but like 5 minutes in Minecraft, I actually took out the entire island just to get that amount of dirt. And that still wasn't enough dirt, which was really annoying. It was like, why? I need more dirt. So in the end, I ended up like cutting off screen and like searching frantically for like 40 minutes just trying to find dirt. I was like, oh, there's no dirt. It's not fair. Then I actually finally found some after going down one of the huge tunnels that Jason and I had made. Finally finding some. It was horrendous. But yeah, I managed. I'll show that was like later on, not right now, but later on. I tend to like talk ahead of myself all the time. I don't know why, I just do. But at this point right here, I'm actually making that small entrance way, just the top part. I actually haven't made like the ladders or anything like that. Taking out the lava, no, I haven't done that either. But I just wanted there so I know what I'll be doing for like the next couple episodes. Because I think the next episode after this is probably going to be exactly the same, but it'll be just me making the wall and putting on like finishing touches. After that, the regular, not really regular, but just the normal way I've been making videos for like 15 minutes and going, yo, this is what we doing this episode and stuff. So I think by the time I finish the wall, I actually start adding like things onto it because I've got like a whole like inventory, like all these chests full up and yeah. I think I really need to fill the wall up with something because that's the whole purpose is in the entire mission of Minecraft is just to make every single item there is and put it on a wall. That's why I'm gonna make this wall huge, and that wall's gonna take ages. I know there'll be like at one point where some things will be a lot more difficult to get than others. Like for example, I'm not gonna get every single like book enchantment there is because the chances of getting every single one of those is so horrendously long. It's not funny. You need a truck ton of books, like a truck ton. You need like thousands and thousands of books, and I don't have thousands of books. I've only got like I don't know, 4 stacks maybe if I dig out all the books that were in that dungeon we passed later on, like earlier on in this video, but that would just take way too long. I'm not going to get every single enchanted book there is. I might just get like one enchanted book, so it goes, oh yeah, there's enchantment books, and that varies from like all the rest. And that same goes to like all the enchanted like items you can get in the game. I'll probably get like a stone sword, an enchanted sword with whatever it's on it. I'll just put it on the wall for the sake of it. So this, yeah, I'm not gonna go way too far. I'll get all the dyes because that doesn't seem too hard, but it will mean that I go out adventuring for like a jungle sapling because I need the cocoa beans to be able to make it brown and have the cocoa beans on the wall, of course. That's gonna take a while. So yeah, this is definitely a hefty mission, and I want it to last. Not really last, but I just want it to, I want to feel like the great sense of achievement when I finish this, despite everything that's happened. Like even if I am building stuff like this, at least I've got some experience out of like just Minecraft alone. And look at that, it looks amazing already. Yeah, at that point, this transition, I was underground for like 40 minutes. This is what I was talking about before, just to get dirt. I managed to find like about another 4 or 5 stacks of dirt using getting another shovel, but I ended up putting that shovel back in the chest and just leaving it there for like all eternity. I wanted to try and get back to the same spot where I was before, but I ended up cutting it out and going, nah, I can't get back to the same spot. It was too hard. Because when I edited this video, I went back onto the bridge, tried to aim towards the house, and it was always off, and I was like, nah, I'm not putting up with that shit. Yeah. Almost got attacked by a creeper because, I don't know, just cause. Been out underground for so long that most of the stuff spawned above ground, and then when I came above ground, I almost died. What fun. At this point, I'm just trying to make it look like it's not handmade. I know I could, like, put in stone and stuff to make it, like, an exact replica, or maybe even, like, some coal and iron ore, but that just seems a bit too far-fetched, considering that you need silk touch. Basically, silk touch just to be able to pick up the coal ore, at which point you probably just use to pick up the stone so you don't have to waste the coal that you use, but hey, I am not that good at Minecraft. I like to make everything look aesthetically pleasing. Usually whatever's on the outside is whatever is shown most of the time. Anything that I actually do will work in the long run. I say that, but the majority of the time it's not in the long run. It's just because I wanted to be there. Ooh, what fun. So there we go. It was at that point where I actually ran out of dirt. And then I made that quick transition because I'm actually back into normal Minecraft now. Yay! No fast forwarding 300%. It's all standard 30 frames. Thankfully, when I made this video, there was no like drops of frame rate or anything like that, which was absolutely amazing. I was happy that I was like, yes, wasn't cutting down any trees because I was only getting dirt, which means that the saplings won't need to calculate the equations on spawn. I do know that I have to like fix up that area over there because it's floating at the moment. But hey, see, this here was the point I went into creative mode. The only thing I did in creative mode was fly around to show the entire house. Look at that. Looks very nice with those like supports there, with the balcony, the garden right now, the small observatory dome thing, and look at that dirt. It looks much nicer. It looks like the house can actually stand where it is now. Although it looks like it will like slip away, but it looks very nice now. So there we go. I still got the wall to make like at this point here, which is gonna be like quite a hefty task. I'll try and make do for now. There's also that thing under the ground that I still haven't gone into yet. Oh, I did, but I haven't actually gone to the end to get end stone and actually kill the ender dragon and get the ender the ender egg. No, the dragon egg. Sorry, ender egg. What am I talking about? That's such bollocks. Hey. Where was I going with this? I was gonna say something really interesting. Say something, but oh, never mind. I think it will come to me later. Yeah, there were. Oh, that's right. There was one like point like right here, like where I was just punching towards, where I need to replace some of the dirt. So I might just steal some from over there and then put it over here because I don't know, there's a bit of dirt that I can take away without it ruining the landscape. So I just quickly jump back into survival mode, and then at this point, I think it is time to say goodbye to another one of my videos. I don't know, if you guys have any suggestions on anything I should build in this series, not that the series is about building things, it's just for me to make everything look aesthetically pleasing, but hey, I'm always open to suggestions, because if I'm not open to suggestions, what type of YouTuber would I be? So thank you guys so much for watching this episode of The Mission. I hope you really enjoyed this Let's Build episode, very much like the last one. So, and yeah, I will see you definitely in the next video, if the chunks can actually spawn in. Bye!